Well, good morning. Do you know what day this is? This is March 12th, 2023. Now you might say, so what? Who cares? And in most cases, I would agree with you. Hang on, folks. Hey, Simon. Good morning. Good morning. Well, and let's see. I'm trying to figure out which is the best way to look at. So I'm looking at you guys. So I look that way. That's what I have to do. I have to make sure I'm looking there. All right. In the United States, we do something crazy. We have this thing called daylight savings time, where we use the term spring forward, fall back. What does that mean? It means in the spring, we move the clock up by an hour. Hey, Katayama, good morning to you as well. Yes. Okay, so no river today. No, and this is why. Funny you should bring that up. Okay, let me finish my thought about daylight savings time. I have no... Okay, let me stop. First of all, there you go. I always like a good picture. And I have no clue what I'm going to do today. And that's not entirely true. I had a plan, but that plan got ruined because of daylight savings time. So now hey, Scorpion, I'm doing fine, thank you. I had a plan, and wait a minute, what in heaven's name? Come on, you know better than that, Vern, Bob, whoever you are. All right, come on. I'm a little bit flustered because I woke up this morning thinking I had plenty of time to prepare for the live stream that I had, scheduled in my mind to do. But as I was laying in bed, my roommate knocks on my door and says, "What time is it? What's on your computer?" And I look, it's 6:30 in the morning. He says, "Well, no." He says, my computer says 7:30. And so after a bit of questioning and checking, we discover that today is, like I said, March 12th, 2023. And in the United States, that means daylight savings time, which means they move the clock up from 6:30 in the morning, which is what it has been since November, to 7:30. Hang on here. I'm gonna put the camera here for a minute. I need to stop and chill a bit. So that meant I had lost an hour of time to do what I had planned to do as far as my live stream was concerned. And so I was perplexed. Well, what am I going to do? I like to, maintain my schedules. And so I decided, you know what? I'll make, what's the expression? Lemonade out of lemons, by talking about the change in time. I'm still streaming like I have for the last month or so, every Sunday morning. And unfortunately, without, it was aliens. You may have something there, and I suggest you see a doctor. Normally, when I do my streams, even if they're impromptu, I take the time to do some research. I can tell you, you know, how cold it is in both Fahrenheit and Celsius. I can tell you the time. I can tell you about, you know, where I'm at and why I'm there. And here I had, at the last minute, I had to scramble to put together that thumbnail that you guys saw and get everything set up so I could do my live stream at 9:30 this morning. And so we're here. We're going to walk around, talk, and babble. Let me show you where I'm at. And hold on one second here. So I'm back at that industrial complex where I was at last Sunday, but I'm in a different part of it. And of course, the reason I'm here is that this is where I go to church, is in this area. Now, I had planned to do a story about the flooding of the Santa Ana River, and also, frankly, of storm damage to my property. But that's going to have to wait because I need more time, because the Santa Ana River was an hour away in the opposite direction. So, oh, not quite an hour. I take that back. Really, it's more like about 25 minutes. Babylon. Okay, I shall. So, like I said, I decided at the last minute, I'll just I'm gonna wing it. I'm following in the footsteps of a great YouTuber who broadcasts weekly, who, come rain or shine, green screen or not, cold weather in the winter, hot weather in the summer, he streams live and he babbles on, and often he drinks a lot. In fact, he often drinks copious amounts of alcohol while he's doing this. I won't point fingers or name names, but some of you may know who I'm talking about. But so here we are. Now, one of the other things that I hope you are noticing is that the quality of the video may be a little bit different than the past videos. And if you do notice a difference, let me know, because I am broadcasting using Prism. That's right, which theoretically is going to allow me, or is broadcasting right now, in 1080p and Civ 720. And it allows me to do things like this. I can easily go bing, and look at that. Look how I can zoom in like that without having to touch the screen and pinch it in. Or I can zoom right back out easily, bing, and that's so much fun. Well, I wasn't pointing fingers, Simon. You know, do you know Ron Perlman? I know the name, but I can't say that I know Ron. But anyway, I'm happy with it so far. I actually did. I'll step out here, and I gotta keep an eye on the time, guys, so I can get back to to church and make sure I'm there on time. But I wanted to at least show you something different, you know. We're heading downstream, so to speak. In fact, I guess we'll do it after. Boom, and we'll do boom. There we go. So we're going to head down this way. You know, for an industrial park, this is rather pretty. You know, it's not great. It's not like looking at cherry blossoms. You know, not cherry blossoms. I have no idea what kind of flower this is. It's a pink bush, and that's all I know. And just so you know where we're at, I'm in the city of Mission Viejo, which is about a 30-minute drive from where I live. It depends on how fast I go and how heavy the traffic is. I did pretty good today. I was cruising at top speed down the freeway, and I got here in record time, frankly, which I'm happy, because I was worried about being late for the stream. If I try to when I can, I try to start on time. Now, if you're not a regular viewer, hey, alas, good morning, or at least good morning from my end of things. Everyone waves back at alas, that's right. Well, if that's the case, I can't be left out, so I have to wave at alas. Hi, alas. If you're not a regular viewer, normally my live streams are a little more organized than what you're watching. And I wish I knew all the history of daylight savings time. I've heard different stories. Some say it had originated with Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the U.S., or it started with World War II, so they had more, it saved energy, and they had more time to produce war materials and things like that. But I'm speaking off the top of my head, and that's a dangerous thing because there's not much up there, at least not at this time of the morning. Good vibes. Hey, it makes me think of a Beach Boys song, for those of you who are old enough to know who the Beach Boys were. I guess they still are the Beach Boys, if they're alive. So here we are, we're at the corner of, okay, where are we? We are at the corner of, oops, not that lesson, there we go. Acero, right there. And then over here, hopefully I can get this dead center and it'll go right to it. And Geronimo. That's where we're at right now. And it's a quiet Sunday morning. Light traffic. So now I have to go back up the hill. Do you now, Simon? Well, I guess you and I have a lot in common, don't we? I'm still having trouble remembering which way to press the dang button on the gimbal so it goes in the right directions. I guess I need to practice more. That's all I can say. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this this new app, because I'm really excited by it, because it will allow me to do, besides streaming in 1080p, it's supposed to allow me to do a picture-in-picture. I can import and show you at the same time the photos or video. In fact, theoretically, I'm supposed to be able to bring in music, and I could be playing music in the background as we are, rambling around, empty industrial parks. Such thrilling live stream entertainment. Well, I tell you, that coming back up this hill is a little steeper than I thought. But it's okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. See, I'm trying to look straight at you guys, and I believe that's what I'm doing now. But I also try to look at the camera or the screen to make sure I got my composition right. And I'm like a drunken sailor right now. I'm all over the place. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, as to say, I'm a wee bit out of breath. I think I'm gonna. You don't need to see me huffing, do you? We'll go back this way. We'll go that onto the. There you go. Anyways, as I said, I'm supposed to be able to do all that stuff. I did a test a couple nights ago. It was private. I actually may make it unlisted and available for the Discord community, which brings me, or gives me the opportunity to say, if you're new to my channel, hey, you should hop over and join our Discord server. There'll be a link in the description box, and it won't be there right away because I gotta go and set that up, and that won't happen until I get home a couple of hours from now. But if you want to see this private video where I experimented with the new app, which was it had its moments of humor, I think. You gotta go. Okay, go eat your dinner. You know, Cheerios. You're gonna have Cheerios for dinner? I know what you mean. You're being British. I say Cheerio. With all that rot. Yeah, that's a pretty bad English impersonation, isn't it? I've watched too many bad movies in my day where they talk like that. So anyway, yeah, this Prism app is pretty neat. The thing, at least if nothing else, I like the fact that I can zoom in when I'm in this side of the camera. This is what they call the rear side, the back side of the camera. You know, it's pretty cool. I still like, I gotta do it again. I can just, okay, oh, here comes a car. Gotta make sure I don't get run over. But like, I can go over, boom. I can zoom in, and there goes the car. And I can zoom out. And I like that. So this is going to be a pretty short stream. You know, I don't really have anything else to say. You know how I feel, of course, that I enjoy chatting with all of you, and just, well, it's nice to be outside. You know, we've had a lot of rain here in California. I think you can tell that the weather's overcast. And in fact, what I might do here, once I get up, in fact, I'll go this way. That'll save me some time. This is where we're headed. I stand in the middle of the street. So we're gonna go up this way. Yeah, when we get up here by the church and I can sit down at a table, I will we'll have a little experiment, and I'll bring in some stuff. Oh, Katayama, thank you for posting the Discord link. So anyways, this should open up some new opportunities when I'm streaming to give you even more detail to a story when I can't necessarily edit, okay? For example, I want to do a story on the Santa Ana River and how it has a tendency to flood. And with all the rain that we've had this year, more rain than we've had in probably 20 years, I expect the Santa Ana River to be close to the flood stage. I may be wrong, because they have, you know, engineered the river for the last 30 miles down to the sea, so it's not supposed to flood. But I still want to go down there and see hopefully a raging river. All right, let's see here. Here comes some cars. Gotta be careful when to cross. But so what I was getting at, for example, if all goes well, when I do this story about the Santa Ana River, I'll be able to bring in like a map that shows you, you know, where the river's at, how long it is, show you some of the pictures from when the river flooded. Pretty interesting stuff, at least it is to me. All right, we're getting close to get to the church, and then up there by where that sign is. Oops, not that lesson. Not that lesson. And certainly not that lesson, okay? There, oh, there you go, there you go. There you go, there you go. That's where we're headed. Crossroads Community Church. So, yeah, we'll get up here. I'll show you a little video when it was raining here. And I don't know if I mentioned it yet. I may have. A little absent-minded right now. I've had some damage to my property as a result of the rain. And that's one of the things I wanted to cover in the near future. Let's see. All right, now here we go. Now, oh yeah, that's good. All right, we'll swing this around. All right, there you go. That walk warmed me up a bit, so I'm gonna zip the jacket, and then we'll continue with the stream and wrap things up. All right, so I'm curious, what's the weather like where everyone's at? Whether you're watching this in replay or, live like right now. So let me know. You will need to buy some wellies if it keeps raining. I may. Especially if I'm going to be tromping in streams, rivers, brooks, and streams like I have recently. And there's a good chance that I'll have to do that. So now we're going to try adding some video, okay? So far, so good. Now, I'll give you a little, first I'll show you the rain. Bring that up, and then we're going to make that large, and then I should be able to hit play. Let's see, where's the play button? There you go. Oop, nope. And this is light. This is just gray and overcast in England. Yep, that sounds like California. It's been that way for the last, let's do that one more time. That was shorter than I thought. And that was part of the story I was going to do about the damage to my property. And let's see, now I got to get out of that. So I don't want to hit that one. How do I get that the heck out of here? There you go. And hit close that. So far, so good. We're making progress. Okay, so now we're going to do, for the heck of it, I will show you one more picture. And I won't show you any more because that will, if I do, then that will ruin my opportunity to tell you more in another stream. Here's yours truly up on his roof, and he's not Santa. He might look like it, but he's not. Okay, well, that's not working now, is it? Okay, I was trying to zoom that picture. I had to put tarps on my roof because of the rain was leaking through the roof. Not that it's the rain's fault, but that's been an ongoing situation here. So, okay, I think that kind of does it. Let's wrap this up. I'm gonna say adios or sayonara or goodbye or whatever they say wherever you're from. And thanks for showing up again. I really care deeply about all of you, especially the tight community we have. And again, I'm going to encourage you, if you're watching this live stream in replay, go join us on Discord. We have a really good group of people. We're really a lot of fun, especially if you like things like Japan. And that's all I have to say about it. So thank you again, Katayama. And so, as they say, this is UFO Bob out. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.